All right, guys, we're gonna be reacting to part 2 of this video regarding foreigners' opinions regarding Russia. Thank you so much for the support, guys. We're getting very good support and subscribers. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe before if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so, and that way you can help me get to the 100,000 subscribers. Let's jump in, guys.
Их, вот и ты в том числе, я помню нашу поездку на Кипр, One Love. Так, Шария, много еще историй придут впереди.
That's also true. One of the stereotypes I got when I first got here was Russia's really dangerous.
Yeah.
And they don't have technology. Long story short, that's not true. I lived in 14 countries, and I'm gonna tell you something. Technology here is one of the best in the world, right?
Yeah, it's great.
The internet here is one of the fastest I ever got for the price. I pay like even nowadays, which is 2024.
It's a great deal out here.
I pay like $7 for like unlimited internet, super fast, 5G, all the things. You don't get this thing anywhere else in the world. For me, there's something important because I work online and all this stuff.
Free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, free Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah.
So all those things were mind-blowing to me. And that was already happening in 2018. You got into the metro and they have free internet. You got like the bus, they have free internet. They might check your information. Who cares if you need the internet?
In 2018, there was a World Cup here.
Yeah. So they already
had a FIFA out here.
Sure. And then the second part was that it was dangerous. I have never felt safer in any country like I feel in Russia.
That's true. And you know what? I actually, that's true, man. And I tell that to a lot of my friends and my family back home in LA. And they don't really believe it. And I tell them they got to come out here and experience it themselves.
True, absolutely. So here is safe as hell. Of course, it's not perfect. Things happen like everywhere. But look.
I cannot believe this guy's American. It's crazy, man. He was born in... It's a Cherokee American, man. That's blood. That's blood. You cannot get more American than that, man. And this guy has a weird accent. Maybe because he's traveled so many. It can happen if you learn multiple languages. You do change your accent. It does happen because what happened is your tongue muscles start developing certain new skills. I will put it that way, and then all of a sudden you start sounding kind of different. That can be a reason why. However, he sounds very non-American, guys. I don't know. I might be wrong here. I don't know.
I can sleep here with the door unlocked, and I'm not worried about anything.
Yeah,
that's how safe I feel it here. I can.
Man, my door's unlocked right now at the house. Like, my dog's in there, but it's unlocked. Yeah?
Women can walk on the street at night. Nothing is gonna happen. You know, they're secure. There's light everywhere. So those two things were absolutely like blow my mind. And I was like, wow. Like I was able to get, and this is 2018. We're talking 6 years ago. Get a SIM card right at the airport. Like for again. It was at that point $10, something like that. Yeah. And I was already connected, right? Like no problem, I used to get here, blah, blah, blah. It was so easy that it was hard for me to like understand it was like what's going on. I was like, wait, this is not.
To accept that.
Yeah, like this is not what I was told.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole different story out here, man.
It is a whole different story.
Yeah, I love it out here because of that. It's one of the reasons why I love living out here in Moscow and Russia itself. You know, I've been out here for 6 years, but before I moved here, I lived in Beijing, China, and that's where I met my Russian wife.
This is what I'm saying. See, right here. Right, this is what I'm saying. I think some of these folks, they have learned so many languages. They start developing kind of the different accent, I guess. And I don't know.
Yeah. And
so you have a Russian wife?
Yeah. I met her in Beijing, China. We lived out there for like 3-4 years out there. She was there before me.
What's her name?
Her name's Angelina.
Angelina?
Привет. Love you, baby. Love you. Mwah.
We are losing.
Anyways, so then we came out here, but first I moved to Krasnoyarsk, which is in Siberia. Have you ever been to Siberia?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
every year.
Dude. I lived out there for like 2.5 years. But I got there right in the middle of winter, on January 11th, to be exact.
very cold,
Oh my God. Yeah, they told me it was cold, right? So I took a little jacket.
But you can't imagine how much
A little
is
jacket. Yeah. I wasn't ready for that, right? I said, I get out the airport, I step out, I light up a cigarette, to smoke a cigarette, right? And 5 minutes later, I'm freezing my balls out there, man. Every day out there, it's like minus 30 degrees,
Oh, shit.
minus 30 below zero Celsius. That's freezing balls.
Bro, you feel it in Siberia. I feel the same in
your
Moscow.
bones hurt. Yeah,
I feel
your
the same in
bones
Moscow.
hurt from the cold.
I got a
feel same in Moscow.
I feel the same in Moscow, but I will tell how this shit happened. Когда я приехал, короче, в следующий день новый студент в России подумал...
Your first days here.
Я подумал, первый
here in
день...
Moscow, right?
Да, я же студент, и у нас в Камеруне студент это статус. Знаешь,
типа то, что ты
да, ты же
серьезный.
студент, конечно. И тут я подумал, надо же статус свой как-то подвесить, и тут видите на свет, как, не знаю, Лавров, когда он идет давать интервью. Короче, я зашел в чемодан, надел там свой последний костюм, который у меня там был, знаешь, пиджак, тройка, вот все четко. Сентябрь месяц, 9-й год, на улице даже не минусовая температура, а там была где-то 10 градусов.
2000.
Это 2009. Not minus, it was plus.
Oh, plus
But you know,
10.
Plus 10, yeah.
in Cameroon,
There's summer weather out there.
in Cameroon,
It's a cold winter.
in Cameroon is 10 is not winter, but it's cold.
It's cold.
Here.
It's cold. So it was like 10:05. Мы ехали в Ашан за покупками, короче. А я вышел в тот день, как будто у меня защита, не знаю, там, диплома или...
Да, супер красивый,
супер красивый, да, там, тай, там все классно,
Suit
короче.
and tie, yeah.
Я вышел, и
Got
мы
the gown.
жили в Руден, короче. И там от Рудена до Ашана 1,5 километра.
И ты пошел пешком.
Мы шли пешком. Мы думали сначала сядем на автобус, но нет, я же был слишком красивый, чтобы сесть на автобус. Надо было, чтобы все увидели. Короче, выходим, идем, и где-то 500 метров доезжаем до кинотеатра «Витязь», и я понимаю, что, братан, самое худшее решение в моей жизни я принял в тот день, короче. Держусь еще чуть-чуть, иду. А в то время еще рядом не было много этих магазинов, там были жилые дома. Вот, короче, мы идем, и просто я смотрю, как налево какой-то подъезд открывается, там бабушка заходит, блин. Бегом туда, короче, просто захожу с бабушкой. И захожу, просто сижу, вот так думаю, блин, я никуда не пойду. Вот все, у меня все прям вот, я прям стоял и как, не знаю, как лист бумаги, вот так просто. Это было ужасно.
But here in Moscow, there's a lot of cold winters, but not the same as
in Siberia or
Siberia.
Here, the
Yeah.
winters are lovely.
Yeah.
After experiencing Siberian winter, Moscow winters are lovely, dude.
Yeah, I think that Siberia is very cold, man. That's what my wife told me, that Siberia is extremely cold. Yeah, it's not easy to. If you're not used to that region, man, you're probably gonna be deleted by Mother Nature. So you have to buckle up.
Moscow winter is fun. I mean, we just got this last winter. It was like minus 35, like a whole week, but it was like unusual kind of thing.
Yeah, that's unusual.
But I
That's
always,
once in like
even for me,
200
even
years
for
or
me,
something like
that's
that,
not normal. But yeah, I always think about, black people in Russia. It's like, man, it should be so hard for you during the winter. And then you see, and then you see all these videos.
It's like, why you gotta take it there?
I learned one thing. Have you experienced that shit when Russian girls, they really like to take a walk?
Okay, that's a
winter.
Russian.
Like, do you want to take a walk? I say yes. Okay, winter, minus 50. You don't have gloves. It's just let's go. You are going, and you're not feeling nothing. Your fingers are dying, bro.
Exactly.
You have like from your nose something is sweating.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you love it?
They like to walk. And you're trying not to die.
Yeah, that's one of those Russian things that I'm still not used to, is like how much people, I think in Russia, mostly in Europe as well, but especially in Russia, how much people and women love to walk here. It's like, let's go somewhere. Okay, bus, you have a good public transportation here.
Walk.
Yeah, it's like, let's walk. I'm like, why? Like, no, we can take, bus, we'll be there faster. No, let's walk, let's enjoy. Don't get me wrong.
It's true, you know, a lot of my coworkers are asking me, hey, what you do on the weekend? Oh, I went for a walk with my friends.
Right? And it's funny for me because Moscow especially, it has the best public transportation in the world. That's a fact. That's not here.
It's so
It's a
bad.
fact. But also, it's
And it's
really
clean.
It's clean. It's
safe,
fast.
it's convenient.
Everything you could
Yeah.
dream of.
It seems like when it comes down to public transportation in Europe, Russia has the top notch of of public transportation. They are on the top. Yeah, I react to German content as well, and German content although some of their trains that look gorgeous, right? They're not as reliable. They're not reliable. They're always late. You know, they're always canceling the trips and so on and so forth. But it seems like the metro in Russia, top notch.
Public transportation should work. You have it here in Moscow. But it's also really enjoyable walking around the city because the architecture, because you know how structural the city is. I'm an architect, so I understand how a city development
Tony
works
is,
and all this stuff. So it's enjoyable, but I still cannot, do the walking thing. Like sometimes, like let's walk for no reason.
And they have a lot of good parks.
You have some thoughts and stuff. So. Yeah, bars are also really good here. No, everything is.
Did you see Park Krasnodar on the south?
Yeah, beautiful.
Park Krasnodar?
The one man, меценат, я не знаю, как будет меценат по-английски.
Is like
Missionary?
Yeah.
Missionary. What? No, not missionary.
This word
See, they say, yeah,
is
no.
like people who are millionaire playboy.
Who gave money to make the park by his own money. In my opinion, is the one of the best park in the world.
That's the big part that we reacted to. We should do more of that. I should react to more of that content. I should react more to that content.
Not far from the stadium. From the stadium.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All the fountains and all. Yeah, it's absolutely
very beautiful park, in my opinion.
That's the reason why Russian girls are walking.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean,
if you close all the parks, you'll start spending your money in a restaurant.
That's
You
true.
just sit
That's
there
true,
with them,
you know?
and it's all.
I mean, that's a
I
good
haven't
thing.
been
but-
to that one in Krasnodar, though.
So let's build more parks.
There you go. He says, let's build more parks. He said it there. We're going to leave it there. This is going to be part 2. When it comes down to public transportation, that metro, we reacted to that metro multiple times. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Also, the streets are very clean. The buildings are gorgeous as well. The Russian females are gorgeous. I mean, they're very nice and fit. They just know how to take care of themselves. They're very feminine. They're willing to just allow you to lead relationships. I mean, there's good things to do. We can always mention the bad things. I get it, I guess, right? I get it. However, when it comes down to comparing the good things, Russia has great things. And the prices for the supermarket, we did the math here. They're cheap. Let me know what you guys think, please, guys. It's going to be part 2. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel. Let's get to the 100,000 subscribers. I'll see you in the next one.